English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy for intermediate learners of English. Unit 19. Present tenses. I am doing, I do, for the future. Section A. Present continuous. I am doing with a future meaning. This is Ben's diary for next week.
He is playing tennis on Monday afternoon.
He is going to the dentist on Tuesday morning.
He is having dinner with Kate on Friday.
In all these examples, Ben has already decided and arranged to do these things. I'm doing something tomorrow means I have already decided and arranged to do it.
What are you doing on Saturday evening?
I'm going to the theatre.
What time is Catherine arriving tomorrow?
10:30. I'm meeting her at the station.
I'm not working tomorrow, so we can go out somewhere.
Steve isn't playing football next Saturday. He's hurt his leg.
I'm going to do is also possible in these sentences.
What are you going to do on Saturday evening?
But the present continuous is more natural when we talk about arrangements. See Unit 20b. Do not use will to talk about what you have arranged to do.
What are you doing this evening?
Alex is getting married next month.
You can also use the present continuous for an action just before you begin to do it. This happens especially when verbs of movement go, come, leave, etc.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. Good night.
Jess, are you ready yet?
Yes, I'm coming.
Section B. Present simple. I do, with a future meaning. We use the present simple when we talk about timetables, programs, etc. for public transport, cinemas, etc.
My train leaves at 11:30, so I need to be at the station by 11:15.
What time does the film start this evening?
It's Wednesday tomorrow.
Or,
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
You can use the present simple to talk about people if their plans are fixed like a timetable.
I start my new job on Monday.
What time do you finish work tomorrow?
But the continuous is more usual for personal arrangements.
What time are you meeting Anne tomorrow?
Compare.
What time are you arriving? What time does the train arrive?
I'm going to the cinema this evening.
The film starts at 8:15.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it.
Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy for intermediate learners of English. Unit 20. I'm going to do. Section A. I'm going to do something means I have already decided to do it. I intended to do it.
Are you going to eat anything?
No, I'm not hungry.
I hear Sarah has won some money. What is she going to do with it?
She's going to buy a new car.
I'm just going to make a quick phone call. Can you wait for me?
This cheese smells horrible. I'm not going to eat it.
Section B. I am doing and I am going to do. We use I am doing present continuous when we say what we have arranged to do. For example, arranged to meet somebody, arranged to go somewhere.
What time are you meeting Anne this evening?
I'm leaving tomorrow. I've got my plane ticket.
I am going to do something means I've decided to do it, but perhaps not arranged to do it.
Your shoes are dirty.
Yes, I know. I'm going to clean them.
I've decided not to stay here any longer. Tomorrow I'm going to look for somewhere else to stay.
Often the difference is very small and either form is possible. Section C. You can also say that something is going to happen in the future. For example, the man isn't looking where he is going.
He is going to walk into the wall.
When we say that something is going to happen, the situation now makes this clear. The man is walking towards the wall now, so we can see that he is going to walk into it. Some more examples.
Look at those black clouds. It's going to rain.
I feel terrible. I think I'm going to be sick.
The economic situation is bad now, and things are going to get worse.
Section D. I was going to do something means I intended to do it but didn't do it.
We were going to travel by train, but then we decided to go by car instead.
Peter was going to do the exam, but he changed his mind.
I was just going to cross the road when somebody shouted, "Stop!"
You can say that something was going to happen but didn't happen.
I thought it was going to rain, but it didn't.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy for intermediate learners of English. Unit 21. Will, shall, one. Section A. We use I'll, I will when we've decided to do something. When we say I'll do something, we announce our decision.
Oh, I've left the door open. I'll go and shut it.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have an orange juice, please.
Did you phone Lucy?
Oh no, I forgot. I'll phone her now.
You cannot use the present simple I do, I go, etc. in these sentences.
I'll go and shut the door.
We often use I think I'll and I don't think I'll.
I feel a bit hungry. I think I'll have something to eat.
I don't think I'll go out tonight. I'm too tired.
In spoken English, the negative of will is usually want, will not.
I can see you're busy, so I won't stay long.
Section B. Do not use will to talk about what you decided before. See units from 19 to 20.
I'm going on holiday next Saturday.
Are you working tomorrow?
Section C. We often use will in these situations. Offering to do something.
That bag looks heavy. I'll help you with it.
Agreeing to do something.
Can you give Tim this book?
Sure. I'll give it to him when I see him this afternoon.
Promising to do something.
Thanks for lending me the money. I'll pay you back on Friday.
I won't tell anyone what happened, I promise.
Asking somebody to do something. Will you?
Will you please turn the music down? I'm trying to concentrate.
You can use want to say that somebody refuses to do something.
I've tried to give her advice, but she won't listen.
The car won't start.
Section D. Shall I? Shall we? Shall is used mostly in the questions shall I? Shall we? We use shall I? Shall we? to ask somebody's opinion, especially in offers or suggestions.
Shall I open the window?
I've got no money. What shall I do?
Shall we go?
Just a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Where shall we have lunch?
Let's go to Marino's.
Compare shall I and will you.
Shall I shut the door?
Will you shut the door?
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it.
Unit 22. Will, shall, to. Section A. We do not use will to say what somebody has already arranged or decided to do.
Diane is working next week.
Are you going to watch anything on TV this evening?
For is working and are you going to see units from 19 to 20. But often, when we talk about the future, we are not talking about what somebody has decided to do. For example, Kate is doing an exam next week. Chris and Joy are talking about it.
Do you think Kate will pass the exam?
Yes, she'll pass easily.
She'll pass does not mean she has decided to pass. Joy is saying what he knows or believes will happen. He is predicting the future. When we predict a future happening or situation, we use will or want. Some more examples.
They've been away a long time. When they return, they'll find a lot of changes here.
Where will you be this time next year?
I'll be in Japan.
That plate is hot. If you touch it, you'll burn yourself.
Tom won't pass the exam. He hasn't studied hard enough.
Anna looks completely different now. You won't recognize her.
When will you get your exam results?
Section B. We often use will with probably,
I'll probably be home late tonight.
I'm sure,
Don't worry about the exam. I'm sure you'll pass.
I think,
Do you think Sarah will like the present we bought her?
I don't think,
I don't think the exam will be very difficult.
I wonder.
I wonder what will happen.
After I hope, we generally use the present. Will is also possible.
I hope Kate passes the exam.
I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow.
Section C. Generally, we use will to talk about the future, but sometimes we use will to talk about now. For example,
Don't phone Anne now. She'll be busy.
Section D. I shall, we shall. Normally, we use shall only with I and we. You can say I shall or I will, I'll, we shall or we will.
I shall be late this evening.
We will probably go to France in June.
In spoken English, we normally use I'll and will.
We'll probably go to France.
The negative of shall is shall not or shan't.
I shan't be here tomorrow.
Do not use shall with he, she, it, you, they.
She will be very angry.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy for intermediate learners of English. Unit 23. I will and I'm going to. Section A. Future actions. Study the difference between will and be going to. Sarah is talking to Helen.
Let's have a party.
That's a great idea. We'll invite lots of people.
Will. We use will to announce a new decision. The party is a new idea. Later that day, Helen meets Dan.
Sarah and I have decided to have a party. We're going to invite lots of people.
Be going to. We use be going to when we have already decided to do something. Helen had already decided to invite lots of people before she spoke to Dan. Compare.
Gary phoned while you were out.
OK, I'll call him back.
Gary phoned while you were out.
Yes, I know. I'm going to call him back.
Anna is in hospital.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I'll go and visit her.
Anna is in hospital.
Yes, I know. I'm going to visit her this evening.
Section B. Future happenings and situations. Predicting the future. We use both will and going to predict future happenings and situations. So you can say,
I think the weather will be nice later.
Or,
I think the weather is going to be nice later.
Those shoes are well made. They'll last a long time.
Or,
Those shoes are well made. They're going to last a long time.
when we say something is going to happen, we know this from the situation now. What is happening now shows that something is going to happen in the future. For example,
look at those black clouds. It's going to rain.
we can see that it is going to rain from the clouds that are in the sky now.
I feel terrible. I think I'm going to be sick.
I think I'm going to be sick because I feel terrible now. Do not use will in this type of situation.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy for intermediate learners of English. Unit 24. Will be doing and will have done. Section A. Study this example situation. These people are standing in a queue to get into the cinema. Half an hour from now, the cinema will be full.
Everyone will be watching the film.
3 hours from now, the cinema will be empty.
The film will have finished. Everyone will have gone home.
Section B. I will be doing something, future continuous, means I will be in the middle of doing it.
This time next week I'll be on holiday. I'll be lying on the beach or swimming in the sea.
You have no chance of getting the job. You'll be wasting your time if you apply for it.
Compare will be doing and will do.
Don't phone between 7 and 8. We'll be having dinner.
Let's wait for Liz to arrive and then we'll have dinner.
Compare will be plus ing with other continuous forms.
At 10 o'clock yesterday, Sally was in her office. She was working. It's 10 o'clock now. She is in her office. She is working. At 10 o'clock tomorrow, she will be in her office. She will be working.
Section C. We also use will be plus ing to talk about complete actions in the future. For example,
The government will be making a statement about the crisis later today.
Will you be going away this summer?
Later in the programme, I'll be talking to the Minister of Education.
Our best player is injured and won't be playing in the game on Saturday.
in these examples, will be plus ing is similar to be going to. Section D. We use will have done, future perfect, to say that something will already be complete before a time in the future. For example,
Sally always leaves for work at 8:30 in the morning. She won't be at home at 9 o'clock. She'll have gone to work.
We're late. The film will already have started by the time we get to the cinema.
compare will have done with other perfect forms.
Ted and Amy have been married for 24 years. Next year, they will have been married for 25 years. When their son was born, they had been married for 3 years.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy a self-study reference and practice book for intermediate learners of English. Unit 25. When I do, when I've done, when and if. Section A. Study this example.
Will you phone me tomorrow?
Yes, I'll phone you when I get home from work.
I'll phone you when I get home is a sentence with two parts. The main part, I'll phone you, and the when part, when I get home. The time in the sentence is future, tomorrow, but we use a present tense, I get, in the when part of the sentence. We do not use will in the when part of the sentence. Some more examples.
We'll go out when it stops raining.
When you are in London again, come and see us.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
The same thing happens after a while, before, after, as soon as, until, or till.
What are you going to do while I'm away?
I'll probably go back home on Sunday. Before I go, I'd like to visit the museum.
Wait here until I come back.
Or,
Wait here till I come back.
Section B. You can also use the present perfect, have done, after when, after, until, as soon as.
Can I borrow that book when you've finished with it?
Don't say anything while Ian is here. Wait until he has gone.
If you use the present perfect, one thing must be complete before the other. So the two things do not happen together.
When I've phoned Kate, we can have dinner.
Means first I'll phone Kate and after that we can have dinner. Do not use the present perfect if the two things happen together.
When I phone Kate, I'll ask her about the party.
Not when I phoned. It is often possible to use either the present simple or the present perfect.
I'll come as soon as I finish.
Or,
I'll come as soon as I've finished.
you'll feel better after you have something to eat.
Or,
You'll feel better after you've had something to eat.
Section C. After if, we normally use the present simple. If I do, if I see, etc. for the future.
it's raining hard. We'll get wet if we go out.
I'll be angry if it happens again.
Hurry up! If we don't hurry, we'll be late.
Section D. When and if. We use when for things which are sure to happen.
I'm going out later. When I go out, I'll get some bread.
We use if, not when, for things that will possibly happen.
I might go out later. If I go out, I'll get some bread. If it's raining this evening, I won't go out.
Don't worry if I'm late tonight.
If they don't come soon, I'm not going to wait.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.